Hello, my name is Shape, and this is my commentary of Luigi's Mansion No Out of Bounds. The No Out of Bounds category is a form of any percent that does not allow us to use the out of bounds glitch. That's it. So I'm going to start the game real quickly and just explain something. So I'm going to go to Hidden Mansion, and then I'm just kind of going to play this first area very quickly and just kind of explain what I'm doing. So actually, as you see that we have this map up here, and so I'm going to reset the game, and I'm going to show you how to do a glitch called the map glitch real quickly. This always helps us during speedruns. This saves a lot of time. So we're going to go to training room, and then we're going to mash through the text until we get to this point here on the control stick. So I'm going to hold the soft reset buttons, which is B, start, and X. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to start mashing A and B, or A and Y. And I got it there, because you saw the screen fade out. So now, since we have that glitch up already, timing starts once I press A on this file. So timing would start now. And then we're going to hit Hidden Mansion, and then I'm going to mash through A and B. So now I see that I'm hitting Y, and there's no map coming out. So that means we have the glitch. So I'm going to enter through the left side because it's faster. And then I'm going to blow out these candles by holding R and then moving the C stick up a little bit and moving back and forth. So that's the fastest way to get that. We play on Hidden Mansion because the vacuum is 1.5 times faster than it is on normal, and we play on either English or Japanese. NTSCU, not PAL, because PAL is mirrored, and the health and fights are different in the game, and it's its own category pretty much. So I'm gonna grab this gold ghost here, and I'm going to explain another quick glitch called the scare skip. So I'm going to open up the Game Boy Horror and kind of wait for that gold ghost to spawn, and then I'm going to do it again. So it skips the animation of Luigi getting scared, which saves a few seconds. So now you want to get as close as possible to the chest in the area, and then grab the key. So this is parlor room. We're gonna enter the enter room. We cannot skip this. I've tried it. This is scary. I'm gonna go over here, turn around. I'm gonna get scared by that ghost. I'm gonna grab him, and then I'm just gonna kind of walk and wait for this puncher to spawn near that base. There he is. I'm gonna grab him, and I'm gonna explain a few things once I get to the portrait ghost. So I'm gonna wait for these two to spawn. I'm gonna get a double. Nice. Then I'm gonna kind of stand next to the chandelier and then put on my Game Boy Horror, and then try to get this double here. So I missed it, but usually this is a double. Again, this is just for commentary purposes. So now we enter the wardrobe room, and I'm gonna hit this wardrobe. I'm gonna grab this gold ghost first, and then I'm gonna grab this one, and then I'm gonna kind of point my flashlight, turn around, and then do that. And then so these banana ghosts don't have collision boxes, so I can just kind of push them towards that gold ghost. We'll do the same thing here for this double. Alright, so that's pretty much the first 3 rooms done. And now I'm going to grab this key. I'm going to try to move it as close as I can to the door. So, walking out of this room is faster than mirror warping. I originally would mirror warp out, which is slower. So that's wardrobe. That's the 3 areas. So now, as you saw, Luigi kind of moved his left hand. Entering doors to the left and exiting to the right is faster. So we're going to call from EGAD, and this is a good time to explain that. Using A and B repeatedly, mashing A and B together, moves text very fast in this game. So we're going to enter this room. We're going to go to the study room to fight Neville. This is a pretty easy portrait ghost. So I'm going to go turn around, kind of just wait until I hear... He's usually, if you play this game casually, he usually yawns. But once as I see that the books fly towards me, I know that I can get him. So the reason I sucked them up pretty fast is because if you look at the screen, there's these smaller hearts that fly around, and I'm pointing the analog in a different direction towards that. And every 10 health, I'm setting it back down to neutral, so I can hit the to suck it down faster and faster. So this is the master bedroom where Lydia is. We want to enter through here. We're gonna move this curtain, and I'm gonna kind of just pop Luigi out a little bit to get her. This room lags really badly. And as you can see, look at how fast her health is going down. That's pretty good. So this is pretty much just area 1. It's those 2 portraits, and then we fight Chauncey, the boss. So now, quick cutscene will happen after we enter this door, or leave through this room. Chauncey will come out, and I believe I have a few coins. I'm not sure how many I have. So Chauncey. So we're going to go to the rocking horse. We're just going to kind of wait for it. So he'll talk. And I'm just going to kind of mash through the text. So this ball has a mind of its own. Its physics are dumb. And I'm going to try to hit the baby on the first. Yep, see? So I hit him. So I have 6 coins. Okay. You can see I've had the ball pop up. I've had the ball hit him and completely just like not like fall off my vacuum. The collision's done on it. So first fight right now, Chauncey. It's a very interesting fight. It's pretty straightforward to say. I'm just gonna kind of, and if you hear my controller, I'm sorry. I like to move my controller a lot. So I'm gonna be holding right on the analog for this fight, just because it's quicker. Just because I want to move to the right of the crib as fast as possible, because there's a rocking horse that comes by. It's not really a lot to talk about during this, but so I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm just gonna kind of stand and wait for this guy to move. Then I'm gonna move to the left of the crib, do the same thing, kind of just wait, and then I'm gonna stand right at this peg here, and just kind of point my vacuum up at a 45-degree angle. Wait for the second ball to bounce, back up. I missed it, but that's okay. Okay. So this fight, you want to get him down to at least 50 health. If you release kind of early, it's fine, but going past 50, you get another phase. So I'm actually gonna get hit by him because I have coins. Alright, I'm gonna kind of just stand in the middle. Do nothing. I was supposed to get hit by him, that's okay. So I'm gonna kind of just stand here and wait for this rocking horse to come by. So what I was trying to do with that ball is, if you can grab it early, if you get it. So I'm gonna hit intentionally to do this, to walk over here, knock once, knock again, back up, and grab the ball. Ooh, it's stuck. Grab the ball, hit baby, and then suck him up and we're done with the area. So usually that, if you're fast enough at it, your iframes will hit that. So this is where the no out of bounds glitch would take place also. So we got the key. This is area 1. It's a pretty fast area. I've had that ball get stuck on him a few times actually, which is kind of stupid. It has like a weird bounce. So E-Guy will talk, and then we get the E-Guy cutscene. Good, I have no coins, which is really good. Having no coins towards us, even no pearls, is really good, because money will count down. So this is the end of the cutscene. So the Chauncey fight's pretty straightforward, like you saw. Basically, if you got the timings correctly, which I usually do, but right now I'm trying to focus more on commentary, just to show my knowledge of the game. My record right now, as of the date, as of this recording, is a 1:11:40 for this game. So I just wanted to talk and to tell people how knowledgeable I am in the game, just to show for commentary purposes. So during this, we always want to be mashing A and B as fast as possible during text. But the thing is, during these texts, we're gonna get a save. We're gonna get a save prompt. We're gonna mash through all this prompts, like the portraits and this, and then I saved by accident because I was mashing A. But usually, you want to mash through that as fast as possible. So now area 2, pretty straightforward too. But during those save scenes, you want to be mashing B. So I'm gonna do a trick. What I'm doing here is pretty much just not letting the ghosts spawn in the area. So by moving Luigi back and forth, the bowling ghost and the ceiling ghost will not spawn. So we're gonna go over here, and this is the washroom or bathroom. And I'm gonna kind of stand over here and just wait for this hugger. And then I'm going to turn around, grab this double, and then E-Guy will prompt and say, this is the only time I believe he actually talks about these ghosts. So still mashing A and B at the same time. He's going to explain how you get rid of those guys. I'm going to grab this key, and then we're going to go to the ballroom to grab the spinning Warlindas, and go press the button. So I'm just going to kind of move back and forth like this to not spawn the ghost. Being careful not to get hit. So ballroom here. I'm going to turn my flashlight, turn this way, and try to get that scare skip. So these are Shy Guys. These have they have a little mask on, and they're a little bit different. I missed the double by accident because he was not there, but they have these masks on. They have these tridents or these spears that they try to hit you with. They usually dance together in pairs, so if you can get both of their mask offs fast enough, you can get doubles like that. Alright, so now, the spinning world windows, there is a 50-50 shot that I get a thing called early release, which pretty much means that where Luigi's standing right now, they'll release early. If not, I have to kind of wait for them to spin around and do their dance. So that got early release, which is really good. And as you see, I'm following the hearts and sucking them as fast as possible. I usually like to stand on that turntable. So we're going to grab the key, and then we're going to go to storage room to grab another skip called poster skip, which is it's not finicky, but it's interesting. So I'm going to stand over here, do this. Their puncher will spawn. I'm going to grab the puncher, and then I'm going to walk all the way left, hold my analog up a little bit, and you see Luigi kind of move really fast. That's where I got it. That's poster skip. So now I'm going to kind of wait for these two guys to spawn. I missed the double. The double's kind of finicky in this room, so I'm just going to kind of wait. Oopsie. Oh, man. Yeah, this is to show commentary knowledge. I usually don't have this room this bad, but he's just bullying me right now. So now we hit the button. On Hidden Mansion, you take double damage, which is actually kind of good because that room was really bad. But that's okay, you know. Again, this is just for commentary. I'm just showing. So see, now you can see that the button usually has a post round if you play this game. Now it doesn't. So we're gonna go grab the button. We're gonna go hit the button, and the boos will release. But on English, I believe only on English. I'm not sure about PAL, but I know on English that you take double damage on Hidden Mansion, which is brutal if you're not good at the game also. And if you're trying to play fast, you're also reckless, like I was there. But just know that you can set up a double if that puncher and that hugger ghost are kind of together. So the puncher will try to punch you. And if you're able to move and maneuver yourself, you're able to get that double in that bottom left corner. So Egad will mention the ghost, so we're going to go back to Egad. So he's going to mention just like the boos and how he captured them and his brother and stuff like that. We're just going to mash through the text. Also, be careful during mashing this because he will ask you towards the end, once Luigi goes like that, he'll start to go, where do you want to go? So after this text box. And you want to mash hidden because if you mash normal, it's kind of like an automatic reset. So now we're going to grab the boos. There is a text skip coming up in this room if the boo is not inside the coffee table sheet. So over here. I believe he is not in there. I'm not gonna... Sorry, my controller likes to do that a lot. So he should be right here. No, he's over... He's over here. He's usually not over here. Oh, there we go. So there he is. So this is arc pumping. It's a mechanic in the game. Nice, that's the text skip. So arc pumping is pretty much a mechanic in the game that lets the boos stay in place for much longer. Also, it's RNG where the boos are. So he's over here. So arc pumping is pretty much just like at every 10 health, I'm letting go of, so I'm holding L and R during these, and every 10 health I'm letting go of R and then pressing it again. So the boo will kind of just like stay in a stagnant place. He'll always stay in an area. So now we're gonna grab this boo over here. Each boo has a really cute name. They have like tons of their names. So now this is where we mirror warp. But again, through the text things, you want to start mashing B for that. So mirror warping out, it's faster because we're just gonna head straight. All right, so now we're gonna go to ballroom. You can usually just kind of keep your flashlight like this in this area to enter ballroom. So now we're gonna go through ballroom, and we're gonna grab storage room first because once we click 5 boos, EGAD will prompt us to save, and then he'll start talking about like some stuff that I don't remember. Those barrels are really finicky actually, and they're kind of a pain in the butt. But EGAT will start talking about like stuff, about like the washroom where Toad is. So you kind of want to just do this room and then do this room. So you want to do storage, then ballroom. So there he is. So R pumping is really helpful, especially with boos with more health like this one. As you see, every 10 health I'm kind of just letting go of the screen, or letting go of R. And that one I can kind of just let him go. So now I'm just going to master text because he's going to explain something about Mario and then little mushroom dudes. So we're going to walk over to that area. As you can see, there's Shivers, the butler. This area got a little bit more active. So now we enter this room, the washroom. And then I'm going to grab the key. And we're going to actually mirror warp out because it's a little bit faster. So mirror warping out, we're going to go to Clairvoyant's room, or I believe it's the fortune teller's room. So doing this because the ghost will spawn in the ceiling if you don't do this. We're going to enter through here. We're going to actually not go through this room. We're going to go through here. This is mirror room. So usually I like to take a selfie of myself. Kind of just wait for that ghost to spawn. So now I'm going to kind of just spin in the middle for a while. For the ghost to spawn. I'm going to grab him. Now you can go for doubles in this room. I'm going to try to go for them with my low health. So now you can see that they're starting to spawn. And the hitboxes are a little wonky on them actually. Alright, so now here's the other one. As you can see, I got it, but the hitboxes are a little weird. Alright, so now the room's lit. So now I'm going to do a thing called the fire skip, if I can get it. It's a little bit interesting to do. So there's a boo right here that likes to move around a lot. So I got it. So EGAT's going to prompt us. So now we're going to save and save warp out. So now I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to hit hitting Michigan. So I'll pretty much explain what just happened. So fire skipping is pretty much just a little bit faster. Saves about, depending on how fast you're on it, it saves about 5 to 10 seconds. So I got it. So then we're going to go back into this room. Since we don't have to go into that mirror room again, we just can light these and get the key. So what happens is if you actually collect the medallion normally, there will be a very long text. There will be a ton of text that EGAT explains to you what that is, and pretty much just kind of just irritating and annoying if you get it. So now we're gonna go grab Shivers, the butler. I got scared. I was moving a little bit wonky. So here's Shivers. So those are the ceiling ghosts that I was talking about. They like to scare you a lot. Also, that happens because the flashlight likes to automatically do that. So now we're gonna go to the now we're gonna the laundry room, and I'm pretty low on health, so I'm gonna grab some safety health right here, or not really grab any. There's a puncher. I'm gonna grab Mario's hat first. Then I'm gonna grab this puncher. Just kind of looking for help. Then there's a grabber. I'm gonna grab a hugger. I'm gonna grab here. Now I'm kind of just spin in the middle right here. And I'm gonna grab this puncher. Then I'm gonna grab this ghost. And then if you're fast enough, you can get the chest here. I missed it. Alright, so that's Shivers. Sorry, I was a little bit focusing there. That's Shivers. So what I did there was to grab the... I grabbed the mouse hole and then the ghost. So now I'm going to try... In Japanese, you can get this automatic text skip, but I can't. So in English, this is what happens pretty much. So now this room is very sketchy with low health, like super sketchy. So the hidden room here, there are puncher ghosts that have ice powers on them. So I'm gonna try to do this pretty safe. Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of this room safely, because I don't have a lot of health right now, and I don't want to die. So there's another one here that we're gonna grab. So he dropped some health, which is good. Again, this is just for commentary purposes. Alright, so now the Boo will be in a few of these chests. He might be in here. Yep, nice, that's really good. So we're going to do the same thing like we did last time with the R pumping, and then we're going to kind of just do the same thing with the tech skip here. Or kind of a tech skip, not really. Alright. Cool. Grab the safety heart just in case. Just look for a few more. Alright, so now we're going to grab the key. And then we're going to go back to the laundry room and grab the Boo in laundry room. So we are going to get a prompt. We are going to see that. I'm going to burn this door. I'm going to grab... Oops. The hitboxes are weird. There he is. No, he's not there. He's up here. There he is. So now we have 9 Boos. So now, every time you guys are going to tell us something, but... So now I'm going to do a thing called flashlight canceling, as you saw there. Now, I'm going to go grab a safety heart from Chauncey's, because I don't want to die. Real quickly. Just to explain a few things, and plus I can explain a few things as I'm going. So, flashlight canceling is pretty much kind of like L canceling in a way. You're just gonna... Oh, actually, that's a bad idea. Okay, he's not in there. So, we're gonna grab this Boo later. I just wanted to grab that health, because just for safety. I usually don't get hurt that badly. As you can see, he kind of just like cancels the animation of his flashlight coming out. So now we're gonna grab Melody. Now, and there's 2 things we can get. We can get water or Mario Bros 3. We're looking for water because water is faster. This room is really cool too. I love this. I love the conservatory room. It's such a cool room. So I do this like most runners do. I go like this, then I move down to the xylophone, then I hit the other drum. So then Melody will spawn here. She's also probably one of my favorite ghosts. She's just a cool ghost. So mashing A and B, just fast posture. So explaining what's going on. Okay, we got water, which is really good. Water is a frame faster than Mario Bros 3, especially in Japanese, since most runners don't speak the language, but it's pretty easy if you play the game in English first. Just mashing A through there so I don't accidentally press the button. So this is, you want to grab her music sheets first by doing this, or you can get it by fire too. And we're going to sit in this corner and just kind of grab her. And then I'm going to start to move towards that, these drawers here to see if the Boo's in here. He was awesome. That's really good. So now I'm going to grab this one. Nice. And I grab the key and the Boo at the same time. So that's just a little bit of time. So now we're going to go to the washroom. I'm going to do a flashlight cancel again here. Like that. I'm just going to kind of continue moving down the hallway. So now we're entering through... this is where Lugs is. He is an optional. We don't fight him. And again, we want to enter through this side of the door here. That one. So now... Almost missed him. So now this is another prompt where we get the water. So I'm going to grab the water first, and then you guys, we can't skip this one, so you guys are going to talk to us about what this does. The water, yeah, pretty much the water element. We're just going to mash A and B through. So mashing A and B is, again, the fastest way to get through text. And then we're going to grab the water spirit right here. And then we're going to get rid of that, knock on this, see if the ghost is in here. He was awesome. Then we're gonna art pump. Usually you want to art pump all boos. A boo will a double cackle about 15 times and stuff to run away. 150 boos have to be perfect. The boo at Vanguard you'll 2 cycle if you're good enough. So this is Spooky. He's a dog. This is the Boneyard. So I'm gonna kind of stand here and just kind of dodge him. All right. So now I'm gonna face this way, and then he's gonna start barking at me. And I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna mash and see if his little buddy spawns. There's Mr. Bones. And then, if you're good at that area, you can grab this. It's a little weird. So the hitbox in this doghouse is actually ginormous for that. Alright, so we're at okay health. I'm gonna grab an extra heart, just in case. So we're gonna hit this. Then we're gonna wait for these skeleton ghosts to spawn. But he didn't go the way I want him to go. That's okay. He despawned. Their hitboxes are also janky. Alright. Fun fact, you can soft lock if Luigi falls off the stairs. We were pretty okay. So we didn't soft lock. So this is Bogmire, the Area 2 boss. Probably one of my favorite boss fights. It's a very interesting boss fight. We can one-cycle him. It's normally one-cycle him requires us to use the C-stick and the analog at the same time. Most of the time using analog is faster on Portrait Ghost, but he has such a strong... Ghosts have pull in this game, so he has such a strong pull that he breaks off. So usually you can get the 1 cycle pretty fast if you're good. Getting a 2 cycle is pretty good. I like to get him down to at least, if he breaks, I want to see at least 30 for him. So this fight, don't mash anything during this fight because I believe he does move if you do that. So we're gonna grab the big ghost over here and then we're gonna hit Bogmire, and then I'm gonna start. As you see, he broke. I wasn't really doing that really well, but I almost got the 1 cycle. It still saves time. It's a little bit slower now, but usually he'll spawn. And that's Bogmire. It's a pretty easy boss. It's another easy boss. We're getting close to the infamous boo losses. So now we grab the Area 2 key, or the Area 3 key, which is also, I think, kind of the coolest looking key, besides like the King Boo key. So Yiga will talk to us again. This is another Yiga cutscene. We do have some money left over. I didn't get hit that much. Spooky kind of helped us a little bit, but we can't speed these up. These are the only problem. This is the only problem with those cutscenes. So it's just kind of quiet time for this one. The rest of the run's pretty straightforward. It's more intensive too. It's not. It's an intense run overall. Like you can see that even for a runner like me, I can have bad days and good days. I'm not the best runner in the world. I'm like 156 at this point in time on the leaderboard. There's definitely better runners that are better than me. But again, this is just for commentary. So that Spooky fight, it's pretty much you want Spooky to. You're gonna dodge Spooky twice, and then where I was standing is where the best area you want to be in. So. Going through the mansion again, hidden mansion, we're going to go back to Area 2. But for the Spooky fight, you pretty much want that to happen, like how I did it there. So we're going to, you dodge Spooky once, dodge him again, and then kind of look forward towards the, towards like the garden, and then turn around, and he'll turn you around, then you start you either start wiggling the analog or the C-stick. I do C-stick. And Mr. Bones will spawn, and then if you suck up Mr. Bones really fast, you automatically get Spooky to start licking the bone. So that's also really good. So now this is outside. This is the courtyard. I'm gonna spray water here because this ghost will scare you, and then it's actually faster because you can just fall down like that. Now we found out this is a cutscene, so we found out where Mario's hiding at the bottom of the well. This is where King Boo is. Pretty much, he has Mario in the painting. Which is funny because we collected Mario's hat, and we're going to collect his letter, his glove, his shoe, and his star. And it's pretty funny because how did he, like, have everything in the picture still? So we grab that ghost. This key takes 15,000 years to drop. Grab that. Then we're going to walk up the ladder. So this ghost won't scare you, again, because you're pretty much up the ladder. So he'll spawn, like, right now. Pretty much. He'll spawn, like, there. So since you're during the animation, it's kind of dumb. So now, I'm going to spray water here, hit this, and continue spraying water. Because there's another ghost, there's a ceiling ghost that places bombs down. I'm just going to kind of spray water and not get scared by him. So now we're going to the rec room where Biff Atlas is. Biff is pretty cool. We don't actually fight Biff. It's a cool boss fight though. So we're gonna walk on this. We're gonna grab the key, and we don't actually open the. This is I believe for the next room. So now, quick thing is pretty easy. You turn around, shoot that. You hear the sound. I shot it. I kind of missed it a little bit. Walking up the stairs also. There's fire here, and just kind of walking up the stairs will. There's a smoke animation. There's everything. So, tea room. I'm gonna use a footpad. There will be a hugger that will spawn. Now I'm going to grab the hugger. Upside down. He was being nice. His hitboxes are kind of janky. So there's another hugger. He'll spawn. I'm going to grab him. And now we're going to grab ice. And there. This boo can sometimes be a pain in the butt. You can actually lose him. Because you're using ice. Ice will freeze boos in place for a couple seconds. And then they'll start to move. So R pumping and grabbing the boo is pretty irritating. But I'm going to actually. I usually like to. If he's in the ice thing. In the ice bucket, it's irritating because you have to grab the ice anyway. So he is in the ice bucket. No, he wasn't actually. So you can test. He's over at the other end of the table. Actually, no, he's over here. I just realized that. He got stuck in the thing. Oh no, this is not good. He likes to get stuck. So yeah, I got him. That's pretty good. He likes to run away at 0 health because it's a pain in the butt. So now we go back into this. We're going to do a flashlight cancel here. And then pretty much the same thing as area 1. We're just going to kind of point our flashlight up like this and just kind of move back and forth. Try not to get hit by the mice. They will happen to scare you. So this is Petunia, I believe her name is, or Penelope. I think it's Petunia. She doesn't like cold. So we're going to spray her. She's going to say, achoo. And then we're going to grab her. And she also has like a really extremely long pole. She might break. Okay, we're good. That was just really weird. I didn't know where the hearts were. Alright, so now we're going to grab the key. We're going to grab the key. Hitboxes on the boxes. Hitboxes on the treasure chest are fun. We're going to grab this. And we're going to go to Nana's room. Nana's room is pretty fun. Going to flashlight cancel again. Kind of. I missed it. So Nana's room. Nana likes balls. She has balls. Her balls are evil. They also like to roll around at the speed of sound. And if you miss one, she laughs, and then you have to... Oh, God. Come back, please. The balls also have these weird, wonky hitboxes. So that's Nana. Now, the reason why you want to stand over here, because sometimes the ghost will be in here. On this sewing thing. He was not. He's in the, over here. Ow, I got hit. Alright, so I grabbed the key. That's fine. The boost is going to stay in place, kind of, if I don't get... Alright, so we got the boo. So now we're up to, I believe, 13 boos. Alright, so this is also kind of another little irritating spot. So, okay, good. Then we're going to grab fire for the Astral Room, I believe. Astral Hall. And we're gonna light these. We're gonna light these. There we go. Astral Hall. So there's these I don't know what they're actually called. These candles are a pain in the butt. Their hitboxes are really janky. And they like to get the ghosts have to get stuck on them, but I actually got that double, which is good. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna kind of move forward. Get him. I missed the gold ghost. He, Ah, man. His hitbox is not there. Okay, this is not... That's okay. Just gonna kind of wait for him to spawn again. There he is. Wow. Wow, okay, okay. Right inside of me. So now there's a chance to get a triple here with 2 of the Shy Guys and a Hugger. If they like to move, they don't like to move, see? This is the point of like where it's kind of irritating. And I got hit. So I'm gonna grab this double. Now, it's actually faster to grab the boo in this room first and then go to grab the moonshot. So again, continuously, you're gonna R pump almost all the. You're gonna. Oh my god, he ran away. He ran away. He hit me and ran away. Usually that does not happen. Oh, he's gone. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna worry about him. He went into a room that's not accessible, which is bad. That's okay. We're gonna grab him later. I'm gonna just grab the moonshot, which is actually super finicky. I'm just getting hit today. This run's okay. It's not the best. That's again just for commentary purposes. So now we're gonna go grab moonshot, which is an irritating thing to do. It's a fun. If you miss it, it sucks. If you hit it, it's good. First try. Alright, I got it. That's not bad actually. I did that first try. That's usually I don't get that. It's like just the way he moves is not like it's like super like just kind of like flings his flashlight around like a dummy. So that's moonshot. We're gonna grab Mario's star. I don't know where that boo went. We're gonna grab him. I should have enough. I should have 21 boos. I should have 20 boos. So we're gonna grab him when we come back to this area. You know where he might have gone? He went to the right. So that means he went down, I think. Actually, he might be back in here. Let's see. No, he's not. Okay, so he's not in here. Oh, you know where he might have gone? He might have gone to twins, actually. That's pretty good if he did. So, going down over here. We're gonna go... Yeah, he went down. Where did he go? Gonna go to the pool room. Then we're gonna go to the projector room. We're gonna hit this projector and then kind of wait for huggers to spawn. It's the same thing as the mirror room. Pretty much, this room's pretty interesting. You just kind of want to get the doubles too again in this room. So they'll both spawn. Just want to know where they are. Alright. The hitboxes are really weird on these ghosts. I don't really understand the hitboxes on them. They're like really janky. Oh my god, no, I missed it. Thought I got him. So I don't... The hitboxes are really just like odd in this... for these ghosts, I don't... They're like so weird. They're like super tiny. So okay, we got that. That was a bad room. That's okay. That room and mirror room are like two of my worst. It was right here. Nice. Thanks, Boo. So I'm gonna grab Mario's glove. It's a little sweaty, but that's alright. Grab this Boo. This is Shamboo. Alright, so now we're gonna go mirror warp out of this room. There's a Bank Shot. He's another optional ghost. So now we're gonna go. We don't grab the Toad actually, which is interesting. We never do. So now we're gonna go to grab twins. Well, actually, first we're gonna grab Neville's Boo. So we're gonna go back into the study, grab Neville's Boo. Nice. I didn't know where he was. Alright, so that's another Boo down. We have 15. So now we're gonna go grab twins. This is the twins room. This is also finicky too. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Also likes to do this to me. Alright, that's I've never actually gotten that correctly. It's kind of interesting. These are the twins. Same thing, kind of want to match this A and B. Exit this room. You can try to flashlight cancel all this, but it's just kind of... So again, we can cheat. So the ones that shake have the twins in them. Cheating is fun. Alright, so in this case, we want to grab the blue one first, because the blue one is actually the most irritating one. Not the one in the plane. The one with the truck is actually... The one with the go-kart's actually irritating to grab. So I'm going to grab him first, because he's a little easier to grab. You can actually grab the double too, which is great if you can. Alright. So that's the twins. We're gonna grab Mario's shoe. Look for the boo. Usually 95% of the time in here, if he doesn't move, there he is. I got hit by the boo. And he... So as you can see, the game likes to prioritize the gems first. As you can see, I don't want to grab the gems. It's making me... It's trying to make me grab the gems. I don't want the gems, which is a major problem of that. Why I took... So now he's going to tell me about Van Gore. I don't want to learn about Van Gore. Skip through that, go through this door. So now there's another tech skip coming up. There's also a few tech skips in T room and in the other room we were just in. I'm going to see who's in here. He's gonna hit me. I thought he was gonna hit me. Alright, so that's another boot down. We have 17. I'm gonna see if there's a heart back in here. Cool. We're gonna grab this heart for safety. We'll go back up to 74 health. Now we're gonna go to master bedroom. I'm gonna try to grab this tech skip. It's a little weird timing wise. So we're gonna grab this here. Then we're gonna kind of wait until it starts to slide off. We're gonna hit this. Alright, here's Jimmy Boolicious. I missed it. I was a little too far away from it. That one's kind of hard to grab. You can see the room lagging too. Oh, Van Gore text now. So now we're gonna mirror warp out of Lydia's room or master bedroom, and then we're gonna go. Since we have all the Mario items now, we're gonna go down to Clairvoyant. And this is pretty much just 2 minutes of mashing. I'm gonna go grab that other boo later. This is a Clairvoyant. She likes to not hit. So this is Clairvoyant. She pretty much just tells us about Mario and stuff like that. And it's just pretty much 2 minutes of mashing, but I'm gonna reiterate. So I have 19 boos. Boolossus takes 20 boos, and Boolossus is 15, so we'll have 35 at the end. I am actually going to grab... I'm going to actually go... So it looks like I'm kind of short, but we have Safari Room. So Safari Room, we're going to grab that boo. We'll have 20. So then we're going to go fight Boolossus. And then after that area, we're going to go back. I'm going to actually take a detour into Astro Room because we're just going to go back there anyway. I'm going to go back into Astro Room, and then I'm going to go grab that boo with the 100 health. And then we're going to go Power Outage and a few other things, but right now it's just Clairvoyant pretty much. She also has a weird movement pattern where she likes to go super low to the ground for some reason. Yeah. My major problem with this game is it's pretty much it's following the hearts, and if you're worried about breaking, it's just like, well, you won't, but some ghosts will, like especially for like Bogmire and a couple other ghosts. So you can see I think my Nana wasn't good, and my Petunia was pretty bad. So we found out Bowser is the kind of like here too, which is really weird. So now she's gonna say she has no more power left. She must go back to the painting, and then we're gonna grab her. You can see it's really weird. All right, we grab her. So now the boo might be in here. He was in here. Cool. This is Luigi. I'm gonna grab the ghost first. So now we're at 19. So now going up into the other areas, we're gonna go grab ice real quickly. And the key that we got from Biff actually is the key that we use for that door right there to enter it, but we don't really use it until we complete the rest of this area. So now I grab ice for Safari Room because there are ghosts that have water parts. So I'm going to just kind of maneuver my way through here. There's these bomb ghosts that do... Ooh, it's sketchy. Okay. There's bomb ghosts that do 20 damage in English. English is, like I was saying, it's hard... It's the same type of run, but it's a little bit more difficult to run. Especially if you're new to the game or you're... So now, there's a Quaker Ghost. The first introduction of Quaker Ghost. Now, there's a triple in here that you can get. I can't get it. It's actually kind of hard to line up for me. But I'm just going to kind of do the room normally. I tried to go for it. I missed it. You can see this room's kind of irritating too because of these monkey ghosts, the banana ghost, like to kind of like to ruin your day a little bit. So I'm just gonna go through this room a little bit normally. All right. So that's Safari Room. I'm gonna switch now to sidestep mode because the next areas require sidestep mode. I'm gonna grab the key first, and then I'm going to grab this boo over here. Nice. This is Little Blue Peep lost her sheep. Alright. So now we have 20, exactly 20. Which is, okay. You really don't want to lose a ghost. So now we go fight the most irritating boss in the game. Boo losses. So pretty much why I'm using sidestep mode is because of the next area. Not for this boss, because technically the room's lit. So mainly it's just because it's faster just to do it now than after. So this is Boo Losses. This boss can either be really bad or really good. I'm hoping to at least try to one-cycle him. But it's also kind of finicky, and it's not finicky, it's hard. It's a very interesting boss fight, especially if you're a newer runner. Also, in Japanese, there's like no audio during this whole cutscene. Very no like sound. It's very quiet. Like besides like the what you just heard, but there's no like music. It's like super quiet. So I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna hold right on my analog and continue this way, and then there will be a unicorn with an little ice buddy over there. See him? And then I'm gonna move this way and kind of wait for him to pop. And then I'm gonna grab the ice. Now I'm gonna turn around and then I'm gonna stand on this line right here, and then kind of line up my vacuum and point it this way. And then I'm gonna start holding this one and then fire my ice, and I missed it like an idiot. I missed a few because I got turned around, or I turned my analog around. Oh no, he broke. This boss is also really irritating too. The analog got turned around. So now this fight pretty much requires me to do this a little bit. So the boos will kind of attack me like this. Oh no, I almost got a double. Alright, so this is a pretty good Boo Losses actually. So that's Boo Losses. That actually was a pretty good Boo Losses. It wasn't too bad. The Boo Losses I had almost a couple days ago was like it was a perfect one. Was it a perfect cycle? It was a one cycle. That's a pretty good recovery, so that's actually pretty good recovery from that. So that's Boo Losses. So again, we're going to go through the text with the EGAD. It's going to say some weird things about Barnacle. I don't really know. Pick daffodils with barnacles and diesel marinade. I don't know why he says he's a weird dude. He's got a weird alfalfa. He's an anime. If you can watch, he actually just kind of anime runs. I enjoy it. This game is great. Per se, this game is super fun to play. So again, this is the EGAD cutscene. So the reason why we move right actually is because it's an easier way to line up the quote-unquote one cycle or perfect cycle for Boo Losses, and that boss it's more irritating on PAL when you're actually playing because you're on the poltergeist instead of like walking around like normally. So this is a good time to explain why I'm in sidestep mode. Or actually, I'll explain when I'm walking to the next area, because I'm gonna focus on mashing through this time. All right. So hidden mansion, cutscene. I'm in sidestep mode. That's okay. So now I'm gonna kind of hold my vacuum because it's a little faster, and then I'm gonna grab this fire sphere right here for the next part. Now, as I'm explaining this, we're in sidestep mode because power outage is happening pretty soon. So power outage is it's an annoying part of the run. Annoying part for people who play casually, especially if you don't know what you're doing. There's a ton of ghosts that spawn endlessly. And it's just really irritating. I'm going to grab this boo, actually, because I don't want to grab him during power outage. Because it's dumb. There he is. Also, it's pretty good. If he runs out, I can just grab him again. Okay, cool. So we're at 36 now, so that's the count. Alright. So now we're going to go back up. Sidestep mode's also a meme category, if you want to play through sidestep mode. But pretty much sidestep mode's just kind of like this. Luigi kind of like looks like he's breaking his neck. So now we go through here. We're going to go back to where we fought Blue Losses. And these areas are always dark. They're never like lit. These hallways. I don't know why it's weird. So back on the balcony, we're gonna go to the area 4. This is pretty much area 4. That's area. Pretty much this is the ending of area. This is pretty much like the ending of area 4, or most of what area 4 is. So now lightning hits top of the mansion. We lose. It loses power. EGAD will call us, surprisingly. This thing has pretty good reception. Surprised he didn't lose power. EGAD will call us. That's when there's a power outage, and then I'm going to hold my fire out and do this. There's a gold ghost that spawns that will scare you if you don't have the fire, so it's also kind of helpful. So now I'm going to go here, turn around. Oh, I missed it. Usually it's right like at that pillar. So now we're going to mirror warp down, because it's faster. We'll have a banana ghost and a gold ghost spawn, or the trash ghost and a gold ghost spawn. They look orange to me. Alright, so now, this is the part of the run where it's really, you get scared. If you mess up the movement here, you get scared a lot. So I'm going to enter through part of the room, and then I'm going to kind of maneuver myself like this, and then go through the enter room, and then right as I get to the enter room, I'm going to switch. I wasn't supposed to switch as I did that, but I was supposed to switch, and then this is Uncle Grimly, or Uncle Mingly. He's RNG dependent, depending on cycles, so it usually takes a little while to get him. I'm just going to kind of wait for him. There he is. Alright, so that's Uncle Grimly. No ghost will actually spawn in this room besides him. He pretty much has the key to the breaker room, which is pretty much the whole thing of getting the electricity back into the house. Or the mansion. So now, quick reminder that there are still ghosts that spawn in here, so you do want to do this so you don't get scared by the ceiling ghost. There's also one right there, which I forgot about. So now we're going to go down here. And then this is where you hit this. This is pretty much how Luigi is an electrician, fixes everything. We do not grab this boo. This boo has 200 health. We do not grab him. The world record, though. Just the world record, to mention that the world record is a 5620 by blue hits, and he says he can improve on that, which I definitely can see during that run. There's some stuff that I keep on mashing the wrong button. Alright, so now, here's a puncher. I'm going to grab this puncher, and I'm going to just kind of stand right here. He's going to spawn. I'm going to turn around, get him. So this is where this boo is a pain in the butt. A very, very irritating boo if you lose him. He did move. I did hear him. I'm going to grab the key first because I always want to grab... Because if the key screws me over, I don't want to do that. I'm going to grab the key first. So he's probably in here. He might not be in here. He was not. He's in here. So this boo is very irritating. This is a an irritating boo, especially if you lose him. Yeah, I lost him. I got stuck at the, so he's gone. I can't grab him. I could go grab him. You know, we're just gonna kind of forget about him right now. We're gonna go wait. So, continue on with the run. I got stuck on the gate on that weird fence. I wonder if he's actually in here. He might not have gone. I'm just gonna check. He's not in here. Okay. I thought he was. It looks like he was in the hallway. You know, we're gonna come back. That's a shame we lost him. He might spawn in. If he does, we actually have to get rid of that. So the reason I have fire is actually a good explanation of what's going on next. So I'm gonna go up to the rooftop again and grab the rooftop key, which I believe is the key to Pipe Room, which gives us the key to Weston's room, which gives us the key to Vangore's, and that's pretty much the run. So again, even with the power on, this area is still not lit. So now we're gonna go through here. Actually, no, I lied. Rooftop key is to armory. Armory key is to oh my god, I can't speak. Armory key is to Pipe, and then Pipe's to Weston. Weston is to Vanguard, pretty much. So now we're gonna go through here. We do not actually get this room. We could, but it's a waste of time. So we're gonna go through here. This is the clockwork room. Getting the triple on these three ghosts is actually slower, because they have a liability to break collision or hitboxes. This game has some weird, janky hitboxes. Ooh, I can actually get the double here. No, I missed it. Thought I could for a second. Alright, that's a really fast clockwork soldier. Oh, he almost punched me. So now we go rooftop. So this is what the reason I have fire is because I'm gonna do a thing called the Boston Burn, pretty much, and it requires me to burn these six Shy Guy ghosts here. Kind of line them up together like that. If the other ones want to stop dancing. So now these two will spawn. Alright, so now the rooftop key will spawn. Now this is another case where we use that the element to kind of skip the climbing down the ladder. So now this key is to armory room. So we're gonna grab this key. And now I'm gonna hold L and just kind of fall down. Like that. And then we're gonna move down. It's faster. It's like a second faster to do that. So we're gonna go back down to clockwork. We're not gonna grab the boo and clockwork. It's also 300 health. Going through here. Oop, I got stuck. Going through here, I got stuck again. So now we're gonna go to armor room. So this room is kind of also fun for this. This room gets very laggy. There's a lot of things in here. As you can see, it gets super laggy, especially in these areas. I got hit. That hitbox is weird. Ugh. So he did scare me. I'm going to grab him. Oh my god, You know, I sometimes ask myself why, like, I go for this stuff. Alright, so this is the first case of a... Did he move? Where'd he go? He moved. This is the first case of a... God damn. Here he is. Stupid idiot. No, he wasn't there, actually. He's over here. Well then. That was actually pretty good. I'm gonna go grab this boo. He likes... I like to get stuck here. Whoa, he attacked me. Oh my god. So this is the first case of a 150 heart boo. Or HP boo. And I'm just gonna kind of R-pump him. So this boo likes to run away and cackle. You can see he kind of got away from me. If he's nice to me, he'll go in here. He was nice to me. I think he actually went... No, he went... Okay. I thought he went to Jarvis real quickly. Oh my god. It's just really dumb, especially in these areas, because you get stuck on all the geometry in this game, and it's really just a pain to get these boos. Okay, he went back in. So like he moves, but the problem is if he runs away. So I got him. So this is another case of save warping actually. So we save warp out of here. So now we go down to Weston. Our pipe, yeah, pretty much Weston. I'm gonna grab a safety heart like I normally do in this area because that boo was a pain. Actually, I am going to try to grab this boo again because he did reset himself. But first, I'm gonna get rid of all these so I can actually grab him. First, I'm gonna grab this heart too. So he still is in here. That's good. He did move. Okay, so that's good. We're back on track. So now we just need 2 more boos. Alright, so now we go to pipe room. And from pipe room we go to... this room's also a pain in the butt. There are these huggers that like to spawn and ruin my day. Like that. And also these little ghosty guys. I also don't... Actually, that's pretty okay. Usually you're not supposed to do that, but the room's not lit, which is actually pretty good, because if the 150 boot comes in here, we can just grab him in here and then save warp out. It's a little bit safer to do. It's just a pain in the butt to do. Because you do take a lot of damage in this game, especially on English. Like, I keep on mentioning that. But English is... I wouldn't say it's brutal, it's just a pain in the butt to run. Because it's just... You take so much damage. Like, the next room, we're likely... If we get hit by Weston... If we get hit by Weston's icicles, it's likely to do about 40 damage to us, which is why I wanted to come in with a good amount of health. Because these icicles do a lot of damage. Alright, that's a good position. I usually want to try to shoot him. So I'll mention that he's hot. So now we're just going to kind of do this. So that's Weston. That was actually a really good Weston. So now we save warp out of Weston again to go to Van Gore. This boo likes to be a pain. He's over here probably. We also, that's called the swag key, just because it's a little bit faster to grab the key. He's not in there. He's over here. Is he not? Oh, he's in the back. Okay. And he's over here again. He moved. So. You want to actually grab all the pros in Westons and in a couple other areas. So now, this is the same thing. It's 150 boo. We're going to try to R-pump him perfectly for the 150 health. Once he starts double cackling, As you heard, that's really good actually. That's really good. That's what was supposed to happen with that with the Foster, not the Foster. So now we save warp again, back out, go through here, hidden mansion again. So now we have 39 boos. That little thing I'm doing is just kind of saves time. I was told by another runner who was told by another runner to do that. Was told by the world record holder Blue Hits to do that because it's just faster. Since you already have your flashlight out, technically you can just hold R, and it's just faster. So now we go to Van Gore, and Van Gore is actually a very interesting boss. Or not interesting boss. There's a likely chance that you can get. It's hard. I haven't gotten it recently, but the doubles, there's triples in here. They're almost all of them are. If you're good, you can get all of them if you actually just play the game correctly. So now we're gonna go through here. Spinning Man, Luigi Man. His nose also bounces like incredible. He has some jiggle physics on his nose. Insane. So this is Van Gore. Van Gore is a interesting boss. If you're actually low on health, and if you can get the triples, they're pretty easy triples. If you can get the triples in this area, it's actually really good to grab some health, especially for the King Boo fight. Because once we go to King Boo, I'm gonna play on Hidden Mansion again for King Boo. Because you can, if you're a newer runner, go to normal. But all right, so that's not what's supposed to happen. But pretty much, I got the triple. And then, see, I'm low on health. I can just grab health. Ah, I missed him. Again, it's not hard. It's just timing-wise. Like, so these ones are a little bit harder to get. And again, if you're low on health, it's always a. Oh, whoa! Okay, that was weird. Never got hit by that like that. Nice, I got the double there, or the triple there. Ah, I missed it. That's a little bit of the harder one, actually. That's really bad. Why did that spawn? Alright, I got both of them. That was really... I was... Alright. Alright, so this boo you can 2-cycle. It's a little bit harder to do. Because he starts to run away. So, if you just turn around, he'll do that. So you want him to go back in there all the time. There's R pumping. You can see he's kind of a pain in the butt to do. So if you turn around always, he'll go back in there. Oh shit, I got hit. So again, we save warp out. So that's that boo. Pretty easy. Save warp. So we're coming close to the end of the run now. King Boo. I'm gonna grab... Again, this fight's really... it's a really interesting fight, especially on English. And I keep on bringing that up. It's just... English is just a little bit harder than Japanese, especially if you're a newer runner. It's always... I recommend just going slow through the areas and just learning the route. Especially if you're newer. I always grab this heart. God forbid something happens. So these little bomb ghosts are here. So now King Boo. So there is a 2 cycle, a 3 quick cycle, and a slow. There's a 2 cycle, there's a quick 3, and there's a slow 3. Usually, pretty much it involves the same thing. He's a Boo, so R pumping actually works on him. The fight's really interesting. It's a lot of stuff going on at once. So mashing through with A and B again. We're just gonna go through the thing. He calls this gullible soup. Slurping. He's got a blue tang. So time ends on when you suck up that gem on his head. That is when time ends. And usually that's when the run ends, but usually if you're practicing or completing it, you usually want to mash through until you get to the text screen where you save over. So we're getting close to this run. I'm hoping this King Bowser fight goes okay. Or this King Boo fight goes okay. I've practiced and I still just can't get good at it. It's just... Learning the game just helps you get better at everything, even if you're just playing, even if you just want to stream it and play. I stream this game on Twitch when I'm playing. Usually I stream. Those are my always. I'll have a timer and practice run, but this is just for commentary. So King Bowser's King Boo or King Bowser Bowser always likes to do this, but we're gonna stand over here because most of the time he'll blow fire. And then I'm going to stand in front. We're going to try to catch this. You usually can. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. What are you doing, guy? Alright. I missed it. That's okay. I'm really bad at this fight. Necessarily like this, so it's kind of a pain to learn. I missed. He's going to follow me, and I'm going to get hit by something. Okay, we hit him. So now, this is where the fight comes. So you want to be moving around a lot. And he's going to fire ice at you. So you want to be moving in like circles and just moving a lot. So after the third one, we're going to start R pumping. Okay, 264 is okay. You want to get at least a little bit lower. I can go for a quick 3, I think. He's going to blow fire. It's just a pain, this fight. It really is. This fight is such a pain. Shoo, I got hit. I'm gonna move out of his way. That ball kind of clumped up together. As you can see, I know what to do in this fight. It's so hard to like. It's not hard. It's just the timing and everything's just irritating sometimes. You know. So now, same thing. You want to wait for 3 shots of the ice, and you just want to kind of move back and forth, and then you want to start R pumping. Alright, so this is going to be a quick 3. So now this is the area where if he hits you, he does a lot of damage to you. So I'm going to grab this heart and just kind of wait for him. Alright, so he's going to do that. He's going to hopefully give me his balls. Alright, so he's going to walk forward. I'm going to shoot him. And pretty much time would be when I suck him up. So... that would be time. Once you see that, that's time. So that is my run. That is my commentary over for No Out of Bounds for Luigi's Mansion. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. I am Shape. If you want to know, I stream on Twitch under mh_shape, or if my username has changed. If my username has changed, it'll probably be something different. Usually it says Shape under it, but usually right now it's mh_shape. On Twitter, same thing. YouTube, same thing. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed the commentary, even though it's kind of, this run wasn't the best. It's just to kind of get a better understanding of the game and what we do for the speedrun. But so thank you.